Welcome to Heard It on the X, the East Coast's premier music talk show. Brought to you by Rich's Music Exchange in Hamburg, New York, and online at richesmusicexchange.com. Sponsored by music industry leaders Regal Tip, Ernie Ball, Ampeg, and Mackie. And now, your hosts, Rich Rogan-Moser and co-host, The Doctor.
Broadcasting live from the second poorest city in America, here's Rich and The Doctor.
Like I said before, there are times when things don't lay the way they're supposed to lay. But regardless, you're supposed to hold your head up high and walk tall. Walk tall.
Hi, folks. Welcome down to the East Coast premier music talk show, Heard It on the X. I am your host, Rich Rogan-Moser. I want to welcome Joshua down as Julian Cannonball Adderley brings us in. Buffalo's walking a little taller right now.
I was going to say, you know who's walking tall? The Buffalo Bills right now.
I think so.
They look good.
A 15-year dry spell. Or a 15-game dry spell, I mean.
I said going into the game, I mean, I know a lot of people had high hopes and, you know, we're like, we're going to pull this off. I was like, if they just stick with them, I would be happy because it shows improvement. But they're playing.
I said the same thing.
They're playing like they got stones.
As a matter of fact, at the beginning of the season, me, you, and your two brothers,
yes,
all picked teams.
Well, we went through the schedule. And
I think that you picked 5 wins.
I did. I will say I picked 5.
Nicholas picked 10, and it's looking more like Nicky's right.
Yeah, I know. I picked. I think the only one that I had them winning so far was Oakland. That was the only game that I had so far.
I think I ended up 9-7, and I know I didn't pick the Patriots as a win at all. So we'll see. Looks like Nick's going to win. I think Richie was with you.
Yeah, they might have 5 wins by week. You were saying they could go a while with a couple wins.
Right now, I
think Philly's going to be a tough test.
Philly's going to be a tough test, but in my opinion, you know, they've just proven. I think New England's the toughest team in the NFL. I mean, they're a hard team to beat. They usually don't beat themselves.
Not only are they a hard team to beat, they're like an impossible team to beat when you're coming from behind because they're not, like you said, they're not going to beat themselves.
Yeah, and it's funny because we're probably going to, well, it depends on everything shakes out. We're probably going to be the number one offense again.
Yep.
And most of the offensive points are being scored in the second half with this team. You know, I mean, it's unbelievable.
They definitely are looking better than we thought they would.
So that's great news. We have a heck of a show today. And I want to remind everybody that today's show is brought to you by Mackie, Ampeg, Ernie Ball, Regal Tip, Music Exchange, and, of course, richesmusicexchange.com.
Yep.
Isn't it funny that I screw up the name of my own company?
Your own store.
This is the one I screw up.
Yeah, this is a huge show. This is our special show right before.
This is like our Super Bowl preview.
Yeah, this is like the pregame to the Super Bowl.
That's right. That's right, because this weekend is the Zoso concert at Club Paradise, September 30th. We're putting on the concert that never was. We're bringing in Zoso, the ultimate Led Zeppelin tribute. Going to be all benefiting the Juvenile Diabetes Foundation. We have a massive rock auction of the coolest gear. We were actually at the stadium earlier today.
Yeah.
And I know it's a competing company and competing station, but I want to thank Jernigan, who invited us out there. We sat with them for a while. Had a tent set up next to them. Poor Kim Marie was out having to take pictures with Canadians.
Yeah,
to get them to buy
Canadians love
tickets.
Kim Marie, apparently.
I think I technically prostituted Kim Marie today to sell Juvenile Diabetes raffle tickets. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so.
I think you would look good in a pimp coat.
Hey, Big Daddy Rich.
Yeah.
Right here. So we had all the gear out there. We were actually at the stadium. It was a lot of fun. And I want to thank those guys, of course. It's been great. And today we actually have a couple guests with us. First, we have Ross with us from Back to Back Entertainment.
Hey, guys.
Thanks. And Ross is a big sponsor of the show. You've been helping us out all the way through it.
It's been a pleasure, and as always, thank you guys for inviting me into the studio and to be part of the show on Friday.
And we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Even later on in the show, we've got Ripper Owens going to be joining us and Rudy Sarzo. Rudy, of course, is donated to the Great Rock Raffle, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep, they're going to call in and talk about the D.O. Disciple show tomorrow night at the Town Ballroom.
And then you have some stuff. We can't let it out of the bag, but you're a promoter in town, and you're always on the cutting edge of things. We talked about it when you were a guest on the show. Your forte seems to be cutting edge country, man. You get these guys in before they blow up, and it seems like anybody you touch turns to gold.
A lot of help from the radio stations in town, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, being in the bar business and booking local bands and working with people, they trust me, so I kind of get a little insight on who might be hot, what might be coming out soon. So
maybe we can get Ross to let some news, like the cat out of the bag, of some stuff he's working on, but I doubt it. He's pretty tight.
No,
we'll see.
He is.
He is pretty tight. I even get drunk. Come on, Ross.
I knew him.
that's not too hard to do.
I knew him for 3 months before he told me his name. He will not let anything out of the bag.
I also want to welcome Jason Wiger and his daughter Sheila. Shilia. I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names, especially avant-garde names.
It took 3 months for you to get my name, and I was telling you every day.
I call you idiot a lot. I thought that was your name for a long time.
I know. That's basically all you call me.
Shilia. I got it. Right, Shilia? Mm-hmm. And Shila's a drummer. You're going to be a drummer? Mm-hmm. If you talk at the mic, people will hear you all over the world. Don't care. Jason is an artist extraordinaire and owns Iron Art Cycles, which should be Iron Art Graphics. How you doing, Jay? And he's also the guitar player in Hot Daddy Rocks.
Doing pretty good.
You have just brought to us, literally, we didn't know if we were going to have this in time to go on air, but you have just been working to death on this recreation of Jimmy Page's Telecaster. What do you got, 100 hours into this thing?
I don't think it was that much, but we rushed a little bit to get it done for you.
Yeah.
Did the best we could.
It is beautiful. And the story on this guitar, this is going to be, Fender has donated the guitar. Jason has donated his talents. The guys from Zoso are going to be using it. The story on the Telecaster, if you're a real Zeppelin freak, is Zeppelin 1 was actually recorded on the Telecaster. Jimmy Page played a Telecaster all through the Yardbirds. Mm-hmm. He was given a Telecaster by Jeff Beck. It was a white Telecaster. Jimmy sanded it down, painted this crazy dragon on there. Used it for obviously the beginnings of the new band, to play all Zeppelin 1 on it. Then he bought a Les Paul from Joe Walsh. Jimmy Page is really known for playing a Les Paul.
Yeah.
He went on tour with Zeppelin 2, left the Telecaster back in England. His buddy that was watching the house said, boy, I'll sand this down and repaint it for Jim for when he comes back.
Yeah.
So he sanded it down and he repainted it for Jim, gave it to Jim, and Jimmy freaked out. He said, you destroyed my guitar. Yeah. So he cut the neck, threw the body away, actually burned the body. The body's never to be seen again, according to Jimmy Page. And Jason has made it so that the body is seen again. You've seen this. Isn't this gorgeous?
This thing is the coolest guitar I've ever seen.
It really is.
I can't put anything else. I can't put it into words. I want to win this.
So do I. Everybody wants to win this.
Yeah.
We were talking about it at the Bills game.
This is the only one out there, too.
This is the only one out there.
There's people that have, and I've seen on the internet, people try to recreate the Jimmy Page guitar because you can't buy it. Fender doesn't make one.
No.
So
actually, you want to know something? I'll let the cat out of the bag about something. Dave Waters from Fender has wanted really, really high-res pictures of this. He's going to the custom shop after the event with this to see with photos of this, because someone's going to win this.
Yeah, to see
if Fender will produce it, if Jimmy Page will allow it.
But I've seen pictures of people that try to recreate it. Nothing comes close to this.
No.
This is it. This is the coolest thing ever.
Jason was like a madman, even with the photos. I mean, we probably went through 100 photos and then sent you over maybe 10. And then luckily Kim had a black and white of a blown up picture of Jimmy playing it. And that's kind of what you got the design from.
Yeah, a bunch of the different pictures kind of took the best ones and what we could make out of the original and tried to make this to look as close to that as possible.
Unbelievable.
It was a project, but it was fun.
And you did this by hand, too. You didn't airbrush this, right?
This is all hand brushed, yeah.
Unbelievable.
And we should say for those watching on the webcam, there is going to be, because right now we have
just the body.
The body.
Yeah.
Jason's even going to get the authentic pick guard put on it like Jimmy had, too.
Where's the neck? Is there going to be a neck on there? How's he going to play that?
He didn't play it with a neck.
and right now I think we're joined on the phone by Matt. Is that right? He's been listening to us ramble on. Matt, are you there?
Yes, I am. Uh-huh.
How you doing, buddy?
How you doing? Really good, really good.
All right, we're super excited about having you. This is Matt from the band Zoso. We're super excited about having you in town this Friday, and we're talking about the Jimmy Page Telecaster.
Yeah, our guitar player's looking forward to playing on it.
You know what Jason did too, dude? He put your logo on the back of it. So when it's unbelievable. So when he's done, he can flip the guitar upside down and show everybody the logo for your band.
Oh, great! That's excellent. Excellent.
Hey, you're pretty much a Zeppelin freak. I'm assuming, correct?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
So you're familiar with this Telecaster. Wait till you see this thing. Wait till you see the job that he did on this Dragon Telecaster. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it was sad the way it was done, so the way it was destroyed. So that
it was sad. Yeah, it was sad. We're actually going to get some. We're going to try to get some pictures of it to Jimmy Page himself too, because there are a bunch of hack jobs of it that you see on the internet. But this one, I think, would even fool Jimmy. I really do think this would fool Jimmy.
I was going to say, dude, we found your guitar.
Hey, so you're looking forward to coming into town? This is going to be off the hook? What's going to go on next Friday? People aren't going to believe it.
Oh yeah, man, we're definitely psyched up for it. I think it's going to be. I hope it'll be a great show. It's going to be a good show. No hope about it. I think it's going to be a really good show. So
it's going to be a great show. We got the National Juvenile Diabetes Foundation behind the whole thing with us. A bunch of local businesses. Ross is here from Back to Back Entertainment who helped us out. And Ross has to ask you a question if you remember this. This is going to be a blast from the past, but you want to ask him?
Yeah, I think it was about probably 15 years ago. I own a bar in South Buffalo now called Griffin's Irish Pub. At the time, I believe it might have been O'Neill's or Rory O'Shea's. But I think you guys called me from Toronto and said, hey, we're coming through. We're looking for somewhere to play on a Monday or Tuesday night. And you guys played my small Irish pub, I think, in South Buffalo, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we did, actually.
Yeah. It was amazing. I mean, there's probably, and it was a Tuesday night, I think. There was I called as many people as I could, and 50, 60 people jammed in my back room, and we had a Led Zeppelin show. It was incredible, really incredible. People still talk about it to this day.
I definitely remember it.
That's cool, man.
Well, Matt, and we've talked to you a little bit, just so you know, this is being billed as the concert that never was. In 77, Buffalo wasn't included after Robert Plant's son got sick and he had to go back to England. In 80, of course, nobody was included after John Bonham died. So there are a bunch of Zeppelin freaks. You wouldn't believe how many people have bought tickets that have, Zeppelin parties at their house. They are just dying to see you guys. I really think that this is probably going to be a real highlight show for you. I think you're going to have so much fun.
Well, great, man. We're definitely looking forward to it, and it was a good show the last time we were there. But this is for a different thing, and we're definitely looking forward to this show. It's we're glad that you guys on the radio got really behind it, and I remember meeting you and even talking to you on the phone on the last time on the last phone interview, and it was you guys are really great.
I tell everybody too. I don't give compliments to bands lightly. I'll admit that, and I travel to see no band. I mean, I really don't. I drove to Cleveland to see you guys, and I think the world of you guys. You guys blow me away. I mean, you absolutely blow. And we've seen Philharmonics do Zeppelin. We've seen a lot of incarnations of Zeppelin bands, and you guys floor me. I mean, absolutely. There's a point in the night where I'm watching you where I feel like it's 1972, and you guys have just transported me, somewhere, and I'm seeing Zeppelin. It's unbelievable.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. Actually, the whole band does. So we really do appreciate that. So.
Well, this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to put your drinking shoes on because you are coming to Buffalo. So, are you prepared to have some drinks with us?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. After you guys are off stage, we might have a couple drinks.
And don't forget, this is a 4 a.m. city too, so we don't go to bed early.
That's right.
There's a hotel built in.
Go right into Club Paradise.
The best part is that Club Paradise has the hotel built in.
That's right. So your room's probably gonna be full all night with people partying. It's gonna feel like the '75 Zeppelin tour, dude.
Well, the other thing is you said how late your town stays open is probably because you have 10 foot of snow in the winter. So
that's true. Yeah, but you're in before the snow, so you're safe. It's actually 72 degrees right now, so you're going to be safe.
Yeah. In fact, that first time that we played that bar up there, the snow was at least 6-7 feet high. I couldn't believe it. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, welcome to Buffalo.
All up in the jar.
It only seemed like it after you left the bar that night. It was only 3 feet.
It was actually the middle of summer.
Yeah, you were seeing double.
Welcome to Buffalo. All right, my friend, we're going to let you go. I want to thank you so much for taking some time, and we're going to see you Friday for the concert that never was, and it's going to be a great time. I know Kim Marie is the biggest Zeppelin fan on the entire planet, and I know that she's been harassing you about her list, but it's the truth, dude. She actually wrote a set list for you.
Yeah, she had told me. So. We'll try to accommodate the best we can.
All right, brother. Thank you so much for taking the time. We're looking forward to see you.
Okay.
All right,
See you
buddy.
Friday.
Bye-bye. Matt from Zoso.
It's going to be a great show, and I know everyone's looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast.
And like I say, I don't give compliments to bands easy, and we see whatever show we want to see.
Basically, your compliment, like you complimenting a band, is shrug your shoulders.
Yeah.
A band should be happy with you shrugging your shoulders.
Very few bands blow me away. These guys, and I didn't want to say it to him and put him on the spot, but Jason Bonham's been on the show. We were guests at the Jason Bonham Experience twice. And that's very touching what Jason Bonham does for his father. It's a whole different thing than what this is. Mm-hmm. But if you were impressed with the Jason Bonham Experience, this blows it away. If you are a Zeppelin fan, this actually blows it away. You think you're watching Zeppelin.
It's going to, I can't say enough about it. It's just going to be a night to remember.
It is. It's really going to be a night to remember.
And tons of cool stuff to win.
Yeah.
Tons of stuff to drink. More stuff to drink.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
And the raffle stuff alone is great. The band's going to be great. Back to the Bars is opening up. You were out of town. We had him here last week.
Yeah, you guys had him on.
Back to the Bars is my favorite new local band. They do 70s AM Lost Classics. They're all just brilliant musicians. They're so much fun, and the whole night it's just going to be a real night of music where it's just going to be fantastic.
I'm going to make a list for Back to the Bars.
She did. Kim Marie made a list for Back to the Bars.
Oh, did you? Okay, because I want to hear Salisbury Hill.
Yeah, a little to it. Okay, we are running late on a commercial break. We're going to take a small commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more with Jason, a lot more with Ross, and we're going to talk about Brett Michaels. Ooh. Brett Michaels. Talk to you soon. See you on the other side of the break.